Hello, this is Laura. Welcome to day 13 of your 6-0 Day English Fluency Challenge. Today, we are going to work on something very powerful, something that separates basic speakers from confident speakers. Today, we will focus on how to maintain a natural flow in conversation, because speaking English is not just about answering questions. It is about continuing the conversation without stopping. It is about thinking while speaking. Let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever answered a question in English and then suddenly stopped, not knowing what to say next? That happens to many learners. You give a good answer, but the conversation ends too quickly. Today, we are going to fix that. We are going to train your brain to continue speaking naturally. Let's start with a simple idea. Never stop at one sentence. Always add one more thought. For example, if someone asks, "What are you doing these days?" Do not just say, "I am practicing English." Expand it. Say, "I am practicing English every day, and I am trying to improve my speaking skills step by step because I want to become more confident." Do you see the difference? Now let's go deeper. After giving your answer, add a connection. A connection means you relate your answer to something else. For example, "I am practicing English every day, and it reminds me that consistency is very important in everything we do." This makes your conversation deeper and more meaningful. Now let's practice together. Imagine someone asks you, "What are your goals?" You can say, "My goal is to improve my English and become confident in communication. And I also want to grow as a person, so I can create better opportunities for myself." Now continue. I believe that learning English is just the beginning because it opens many doors in life. Now let's take another example. Someone asks, "How do you stay motivated?" You can say, "I try to stay motivated by focusing on my goals, and I remind myself why I started this journey." Then continue. "Sometimes it is difficult, but I try to stay consistent because I know progress takes time." Now let's move to your first exercise. It is called Keep It Going. I will give you a question, and you will answer it in at least 3 sentences. Question 1. Why are you learning English? You can't say, "I am learning English because I want to communicate confidently. It helps me express my ideas clearly. It also gives me more opportunities in the future." Question 2. What do you do in your free time? You can say, "In my free time, I like to learn new things. I spend time practicing English because it is important for my growth. It also makes me feel productive and focused." Now let's go deeper. Your second exercise is link your ideas. This means connecting sentences smoothly. Use words like "and," "because," "so," and "also." For example, "I am practicing English every day because I want to improve, and I also want to feel more confident when I speak." Or, "I enjoy learning English because it is useful, and it also helps me connect with people." This makes your speech smooth and natural. Now let's move to something powerful. Your third exercise is think and speak together. Normally, you think first and then speak, but now try to think while speaking. Start with a simple idea and continue building it. For example, "I believe that learning English is important, and when I think about it, I realize that it can change my life because it helps me communicate better and grow as a person." Do not stop. Keep going. Even if you make mistakes, continue. That is how fluency is built. Now let me talk to you honestly. At this stage, you might feel that your English is not perfect. You might feel that you repeat words or make small mistakes. That is completely normal. Fluency is not about perfection. It is about flow, and you are building that flow right now. Now let's do a real conversation simulation. I say, "What are you focusing on these days?" You respond. Then I say, "Why is that important to you?" You respond again. Then I say, "What challenges are you facing?" You respond again. Then I say, "How are you dealing with them?" You respond again. This is how real conversations work. They go deeper step by step, and now you can handle that. Now let me give you a powerful tip. When you do not know what to say next, do not panic. Just repeat your idea in a different way or add a simple thought. For example, "It is important to me because it helps me grow, and I feel that growth is necessary." For a better future, this keeps the conversation alive. Now let me share something from the heart. You're not the same person you were on day one. You have changed. You have improved. You are thinking differently. You are speaking more. And most importantly, you are not afraid to try. That is what matters. That is real progress. Now let's do one final exercise. Speak about your journey for 1 minute without stopping. Start like this. In the beginning, I felt, and continue. Talk about your progress. Talk about your feelings. Talk about your goals. Do not stop. Just speak. Now, before we finish, I want you to take action. Write in the comments, day 13 complete, and this time, answer this question in 3 sentences. What are you focusing on these days, and why is it important to you? Keep it simple, but keep the flow. This is Laura, and remember, fluency is not about saying one perfect sentence. It is about continuing the conversation with confidence. I'll see you in day 14. Keep going.